There is a silent killer in the case of Lindsay. Hence, there's a group of women that are uh, suspicious of the husband. And I want to show you that this silent killer is not the obvious ones, and I want to explain to you why is it that is happening. Why is it that they are putting out the blame on the guy, the husband? Why is it he has no emotions? And why did he move too fast? And there was a infidelity because he's already married. Again, why is it that, and a group of women, that's what I've seen that are going through, they're having those thoughts, those ideas coming from, and what actually there might be some truth in it. Okay, so the first part I wanted to talk about is how is it that the husband, for some of the critics, they say he has no emotion on everything right now that is happening. One, the easy answer, like, everybody process everything differently. But I mean, I don't think just that. I do believe that the silent killer, he was probably checking out way before. He checked out way before, not because there was an infidelity. I don't think that's the case. I think, we can talk about what happened in the other ones. But because this is what happens in a lot of marriages that I've been helping. You have a song that has become so difficult that you are able not to dance with your partner. There are conflicts that happen within the dance. And if the guy is not equipped to handle what is going on, he checks out. It's like either right away finish the dance and like, okay, I'm not gonna dance no more, or it's just waiting for the song to end so he can move on. And I believe that's where he was, the husband. I believe he was at a position where he didn't know how to help his wife. He didn't know what he could do. He didn't understand the consequences or what was happening. Again, now we hear, this can actually happen of what postpartum. Like, I mean, most guys don't have no clue, even on a woman's cycle. What does it even mean? Some women don't even know what is the woman's cycle and the aspect, hormones, having certain days having a little more of depression, another day where they want to conquer the world, and they judge themselves. Now imagine if some women do not understand that about themselves, how men are so less equipped to understand a woman through their cycles, then going to a pregnancy, and then to postpartum, where they cannot understand, like, well, why don't you just snap out of it, So I believe the husband was checked out way before that, before this horrific tragedy. Before this happened, he was already checked out. He had already, not he, but he has given up, or his love had died already in that part. So I believe he had already mourned that love. Now when what happens, or why is it now that the second part is, why is it that the woman, and again I'm saying woman because these are at least the people that I have noticed pushing this theory. Why is it to do that? Oh, because it's easier to see from the outside. He moved too fast. Like, when is it too fast? Or he's already with somebody else. Again, I mean, he is looking for love, and we all want connections. Again, I'm not justifying any of this. Again, could he spend more time and waited for the case to be over and not divorce his wife right away? That will be a personal judgment about within him. No, I would not do it. I don't think it would be the best way to go about it. But you will not know until you are in his shoes what will you actually do. Okay? But why is it happening? Well, because most of the women understand the idea of postpartum. They understand that what you can do, and even within the case, they see that a book that it was written, some of them have those thoughts like, okay, no, I will not do it for sure. I will never do it. But it came to me like, depression, suicidal thoughts, this idea, so women can relate more with the woman, with Lindsay, and realize like, okay, yeah, and then having all this medicine that is doing so many things to her mind, so they empathize with her. But then there was a tragedy that happened. There was a tragedy that happened. So whose fault is it? And it easily goes into the closest person in there will be the dad. And now he not having those emotions, he moving on and doing stuff, it becomes the aspect. Because we don't want this injustice to just go away. Like, be like, okay, I guess it is what it is, He was psychotic and the medicine do that stuff. Because they do understand that, okay, sometimes we do need medicine to help us with this. But somebody has to be responsible for this tragedy. And the blame now for this particular group has gone to the husband. And because they understand, the idea was happening to the woman. So that's just my take right now. And now, what does that even have to do with my ministry, right? Or what I'm trying to do, helping guys to do that? Is the whole process is being prepared on how to listen and give attention to your spouses. Like listen to the music and knowing what's going on there. Ask questions. Being there, holding them. I believe, yes, he could have given more, hindsight, he could have done this and that. But now, you husbands, you men, or if you're trying to go into a relationship, there's going to be those opportunities where you are not going to go there and trying to fix it. For example, if you're trying to fix it, to be in a relationship with a friend that you're really intimate, don't try to go and fix your friend's problems. You just want to be that safe haven where they know you're not there to solve their problems, but you're there to be kind and loving. As a husband, the same way. You're not there to fix the problems. You're there as a shoulder to let them feel sad, let them feel anger, but you're there to tell them, hey, you can feel whatever you want. I'm here, and I'm not bothered by it. So, because that's sometimes where the problem becomes, like, we see the problems within our spouses, and then we make it our own to make them happy. And no, sometimes they want to feel whatever they want to feel, and for us to not get bothered by it, because then it becomes they're angry or sad about something, and now they have to mom you too. Like, okay, well, now he gets sad. Now he's just because of the way I'm at. Now I need to compensate for his lack of steadiness and support for him. Okay, so that's why I wanted to make this video, to give you some ideas that you have to do your part, and that there's this silent killer where you check out when you're uncomfortable or not aware of how to fix a problem.